G'day, welcome back to Brooksy's Car Restorations. Today we're working at Dad's garage. We haven't done a video at Dad's for a long time. The main reason I'm doing that, my little brother's down. Where he's doing a diff rebuild on his old GQ Patrol. She got full of water. So yeah. What have you done so far, brother?
One side, now on the other.
So yeah, you pulled it all out, pulled it apart, cleaned it.
All up.
Yep.
Just about to repack it and put it all back together.
Just waiting on some seals or something, are we? Or
Yeah, mate.
yep. Sweet.
Sent the labourer for a run to get some seals.
Yeah, this is all pulled apart and that. And what year model's your Patrol?
89.
89 turbo, 4.2 turbo diesel.
That's the one.
Yep. Like the old man's. Bit flashier looking though, right?
Can be. Put the bonnet scoop.
I'm trying to get it to. There's the old man. Young fella.
I got some new rims and some new rubber on mine yesterday.
Which we'll have to go and have a look at.
Pretty flashy.
So Dad and Simon are chugging away on this, and I'm down here hanging out with them, and going to give Dad's car his territory, which we had on the channel quite a long time ago, but it's just been sitting in the backyard doing nothing. So as I drag it out, I'll give it a good detail. So I'm going to get in there and give it a good clean out and that. It's mostly just grass and that. The seats are a bit mouldy looking, but otherwise it's not. I don't think it's going to be a huge job. Headline is still in pretty good condition.
Yeah, I think it is, isn't it?
Yeah, headline is good.
Yeah.
It's got a bit of mould on the sun visors.
A little bit along the front. And the console with it's all right.
But yeah, it's pretty much all there, apart from a few cuts in the front seats. The back seats aren't too bad. They're very, sun faded and blah blah blah. Yeah. That's what we're up to today.
Yep.
Hopefully we'll have it all back together. Simon's got to go back to, he's from the middle of Queensland. He's got to go back to Queensland shortly. He needs to get this smashed out.
Super in the mini, supervising.
That's it. Working hard.
About supervised.
Anywho, we'll be back soon. So we've shampooed and drill brush and vacuumed out the back of the territory. It's looking a lot better than it did. Still a few little things here and there. There was a bit of stickiness there, which we're just taking off with some methylated spirits. Yeah. We'll give the sides a bit of a clean up, and then we'll start moving towards the front. Simon's playing around with, what do you call it? Bearings. He's redoing his bearings again. Chucking some new ones in while he's got it apart, I guess. And they're not playing nice, are they?
Need a good cleaner.
Were they not going in properly though, or something, or you have an issue with them for a second there?
One of the housings didn't look like it was in right, but I think it is.
Right, sweet. It's what happens when you're playing flood, apparently. Flood waters. They had a big flood up there not long ago. Couldn't avoid it.
All things good in loves and floods.
He was doing a rescue mission. Big, very expensive caravan in the neighbour's yard. It was getting water starting to come up into the floor, so he backed this down and dragged the caravan out before it got drowned. Got water in his front diff.
Fun and games.
Rescue mission, and then a bit of tidying up afterwards.
So the back end's going to be a bit more fun. The seats are really mouldy. I didn't bring any of my leather stuff with me because I thought it was all cloth. This is the gear model, so
You reckon Clayton's been through our shit?
yeah, fun. And then the floor is absolutely drenched, saturated, so she's got a leak in her somewhere. It's a nice territory, mate. It'd be nice if you could get it fixed, but she's absolutely cactus. So probably going to chuck that, unfortunately. What's it like underneath? It's not too bad actually. Back floor might be saveable. Driver's side. A little bit more dirty, but yeah, it's folding over. That's fallen a bit. And some got all the bearings packed now.
Last one.
Oh, the last one, sorry.
Straightening up some shins.
used to work with. Got greening out a bit.
Oops. Alright, we've done half the seat so far. If you can remember, previously it was covered in mould. It still needs a good bit of leather restoration and what have you, but it's looking a hell of a lot better than it did. That's what it looked like. I don't know if you see it, all the mould and stuff on there. And now, yeah, much better. Still got to do the floors. We got rid of that mat. I'll come through, vacuum that, and then hit with some shampoo and drill brush, blah blah blah, and then do all the back doors and stuff. Done the inside, all around the inside of the boot and that, and yeah, the plastics in here. Just throwing the bearings back in the car now.
Just finish packing them.
Then finish packing the CV and that too.
Finish packing the CV, yeah. Just packing the needle roller bearing in here, the axle bearing. Yeah.
Sure, going back together.
Mm-hmm.
That's how we like it, nice and slippery. Beauty.
Yeah.
It's blue too, dabba-dee-dabba-da.
On the way to bay.
I'm feeling blue.
I like packing things with my favourite colour.
They don't make it in yellow, do they?
Yeah.
They might. Oh, sweet.
There's a browny yellow, there's red grease, which is also a favourite of mine. There's blue grease, there's brown grease.
Anyway, we're going to go grab some lunch very shortly and get back to it.
Sometimes they'll play up a little bit, but
You shouldn't be running things in the sink anyways.
it helps. I like a submarine.
Well, see, what you do is you use bloody Y splitters.
Yeah.
That way the audio signals goes into the Y splitter, and one goes into one amp and the other one goes into the other amp.
But wouldn't you be better off just getting a single 600 watt RMS ramp?
Find one at 4 ohm.
Yeah, righto. Yeah,
That's the
difference.
problem.
Yeah.
That's the massive problem with it.
Gotcha.
I mean, I can wire those subs down. If I pull the subs out and wire them in series, I can wire it down to 1 ohm.
Yep.
Which I could get away with because I could plenty of
eBay could be your friend.
Greasing the old bearings. G'day. Another day. Unfortunately, I wasn't around yesterday to finish filming the patrol getting put back together, but yeah, she's all back together and driving again. Everything's apparently sweet. So our next job will be to do the tint. Gonna remove that tint and potentially that one, and maybe not the rest of the car. Looks fine. And then what you doing? What are you doing?
Morning. Show them what such a good job you did in the back.
I've already shown them.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Well,
And I'm going to finish doing the front section of the car, but I'm going to finish the back now that it's in the shade because we have a scorching hot day today. So yeah, I'll finish smashing up the back side of it, and then we'll turn it around and do front side.
and then the laptop's not going to just stays open the whole time.
No more bubbly tint.
I thought I got one. I reckon, Aaron, when are you recording?
Yeah, just briefly, just showing that the all the tint's gone now.
Cool.
Just a little side note. I was having problems with my air conditioning, and Dad and I were umming and ahhing about it. I was like, we should just check the cabin filter. I wonder what it looks like. I think that was my problem. So we took that out, And we're running it without the filter right now, and it is, oh my gosh, the air conditioner is fixed. It is absolutely beautiful. It was like instantly cold when we got back in the car now, and it's a mid-30s day today. It's pretty warm. And like we got in the car, and within not even a minute the car was ice cold. I was like, oh yes, thank you. Time to get a new filter.
You think?
I think. So, finally finished detailing the interior of the car. It's still somewhat of a mess. The seats are, you know, shabby and whatever else, and we're considering potentially replacing them or putting some new skins on them. But it's cleaned up all right. It's cleaned up really, really, really well. Let's go for a quick look around, shall we? So, don't mind the hole there, but front seats, front dash. Can you see the headliner? Headliner's spotless and in really great shape. These were covered in black mold. Even this center part, just cleaned up really nicely. Steering wheel was covered in mold. We'll go over that side in a second. Center console. Still got to get a top thing for that. I think Dad's got it somewhere. Windscreen's getting replaced this afternoon sometime. Yeah, all center console's nice and clean. The seats need a bit of leather restoration. They've come up a lot better. Floors, no rips in the carpet or anything. All been shampooed and what have you. Door cards.
It's beautiful.
Back seat come up like a brand new couch just about. Needs some leather restoration, but it's nice and clean now, no more mould. If you remember the previous part of the video, the whole back seat was covered in a thick layer of mould. Check that out. Back floors covered in sand. Still a stain or two here, and we can potentially get that later. But for the majority of it, another little stain there. Got most of it out. I showed the back floor before, but back floor come up beautifully, unbelievable. Can't get over how nice this what do you call it? Is the headliner. It's beautiful. What else was it? Seats, floors. Yeah, got a new filter for the air conditioning. The air conditioning runs nicely. Going to install that. Got a Ryco one over there. Got to put the cover back on. Dad got himself a brand new battery. Just chuck that in it. I started polishing up the tappet cover because she's looking a bit questionable, a bit dusty.
How you doing?
Dusty musty. Yeah, so we'll get a new windscreen shortly. Windscreen wipers as well. Part of the service usually. Some new windscreen wipers and windscreen. I think I'll just end the video now, and we'll leave on a little bit of a joke. So earlier on I was driving around with Dad, and I said, I think I saw a car, and he goes, what do you mean? He goes, never mind, it was just a mirage. Anyways, to be continued.
For those of you who